The tricep muscle is made up of 3 different heads: the lateral head, the medial head, and the long head. In this video, we're going to find out how to work all 3 of them using just a cable machine. Just be aware, guys, that whenever we extend the arm, we will be using all 3 heads of the tricep because all 3 of them have that function. But depending on the angle at which we pull, we can prefer one head of the tricep over another and focus what area we're really trying to develop. So when you use the straight bar press down, it's a good overall developer for the entire tricep, so you're in a fairly neutral position. But there are some coaching points that are pretty useful when doing this exercise. The first thing is that you want to keep your hands slightly outside the width of your elbows, so they're slightly wider than your elbows, and that will help you keep your elbows pinched into your sides and keep that strict movement based on the triceps. Also, I like to drop my hips back ever so slightly, as you can see here, to give myself a little bit of an increased range of motion, and I find that's a more comfortable position for me to perform the exercise. So that's your overall mass builder. So now we're going to hit the long head more preferentially by getting our arms in extension above our head. The reason why this is going to hit the long head of the triceps is because the long head is the only head of the tricep which actually crosses over the shoulder joint, meaning that one of its functions is to extend the arm behind the body. As a result, to put it in a stretch position, we need to raise our arms up higher to preferentially work that head of the tricep. And how we're going to do it is with this overhead rope extension you can see here. So with the cable coming from behind you, it's really going to be stretching and pulling on that extension of the tricep and the arm behind the head, as you can see here. You can adjust the cable height slightly, so if it's easier for you, you can start the cable slightly higher. It's going to be easy for you to get into position to start the exercise. The lower the cable goes, the more the stretch is going to pull downwards, but the more difficult it is going to be to get into position. So the next exercise is also for the long head of the triceps preferentially, but what we're going to do, instead of stretching it out, we're going to contract it as short as we can. So in order to do that, given that its function is to extend the arm behind the body and extend the elbow, we need to get that elbow behind our body as much as we can in order to feel that peak contraction at the bottom. The easiest way to do that is using an underhand grip because it allows your arm to travel more easily behind the body. You're going to really feel this exercise burn and you won't be able to use a lot of weight, but it's a fantastic exercise for building that mind-muscle connection with the triceps. So give this one a go. Now we've trained them to be big, it's time to train our triceps to be aesthetic. So we're going to develop the lateral head of the tricep, which is also known as the horseshoe on the outside of your arm. So it's what gives that nice shape to the tricep. Now, if you think about its position, it's on the outside. So in order to develop it, we're going to have to pull towards it to get it really working. So what we're going to do is attach the rope attachment, and we're going to do a pull down like we did with the straight bar, but we're going to have our arms in a neutral position with the palms facing inwards, and at the bottom we're going to pull that rope outwards as hard as we can, and you're really going to feel that horseshoe shape light up. You're really going to feel that burn, and that's when you know you're doing it right. Last but not least, we need to hit the medial head of the triceps, which is on the inside of the arm. So logically, if we had to pull out to use the lateral head, we're going to have to push in to work the medial head. So how I've done this is we pick the V bar grip here, and as we push down on the press down, we're going to really imagine we're squeezing that bar together as hard as we can, like we're trying to bend the bar even further as we push it down. And you're really going to feel the inside of that tricep light up like you haven't probably before if you haven't used this grip or really focused attention in that area. So that's how you develop the 3 heads of the tricep using just a cable machine. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.